Ladies and gentlemen, Albert Dom back with another video, and in this video, we're going to be going over how Drizzy Drake, the sixth god himself, has over 20 LLCs slash corporations, why and how you can get the most out of this. And toward the end of the video, I'm going to show you how you could set something similar up and structure it correctly to maximize it for yourself. So if you're anything like me, I love to study the most successful people, especially when it comes to the finances aspect of it, and see what I could take for myself and learn from them so I could apply it to myself and everything I'm doing with my finances. And I hope that's what you guys get away from this video as well. So I'm going to break it down in a way where you guys could get the most practical key takeaways. All right, let's get straight into the video. So here are the 20 LLCs slash corporations that Drizzy Drake himself has. So Dream Crew Management LLC, D Crew Management LLC, Dream Crew Operations LLC, ADG Pages LLC, Entrada Travel Services LLC, Omerta Creative Agency LLC. That sounds like something he probably dropped when he dropped that bars record he had, Omerta. Drake Related LLC, Away From Home Solutions LLC, More Life Investments LLC, Graham ADG Investments LLC, ADG Vanguard IP LLC, ADG Merchandising US LLC, ADG Holdings LLC, and Silence Policy LLC, this is what the, let me go back. This is basically what this is his shell company, and this is what he kind of went viral for when he closed this down after he had the beef, or during him having the beef with Kendrick. So this is the SPV, the Special Purpose Vehicle or Entity, whatever you want to call it, that he was using to basically conduct business in private. He did what he had to do with this and closed it down, which is why this was considered the shell company, because of how he went about using this entity. So we'll get more into that later in the video. So here's the 9 corporations he has. Nocta Freehold Inc. I'm assuming he's using that for the Nike stuff he does. Dream Crew Holding Co. Inc. ADG Songs Inc. ADG Merchandise LLC. ADG Entertainment Inc. ADG BR Inc. and ADG Sound Inc. ADG IP Inc. Dream Crew Entertainment Inc. So now we're going to go into what is a shell company. So a shell company is a corporation without active business operations or significant assets. So like I said earlier, this is basically acting like a SPV, which is special purpose vehicle, which is a special purpose vehicle. If you guys want to learn more about that, I recommend you guys research that, and you guys could even look that up on Investopedia, but that's out of the scope of this video. So basically, you guys could use a shell corporation if you guys want to conduct certain business things in private and just use it for a specific purpose other than having money come into this corporation. This is something a lot of celebrities use, so if you guys want to learn more about it, I recommend you guys look into this, and there's definitely a role or a way you guys could use this one day as well. So here are the other corporations that we're going to go into. So what is a LLC, and when would you want to use one? An LLC is a corporate structure that protects its owners from being personally pursued for repayment of the company's debts or liabilities. So a LLC is something I see a lot of people usually open up when they just get started in business, and it definitely has its place, definitely keeps you protected, and it's definitely better than sole proprietorship, which is what we're going to go into later in the video, about when you would want to use LLC and what's the best corporate structure you guys could use. But yeah, LLC has its place, and every corporation has its place depending on what you want to use it for. So just keep that in mind. This is usually what I see people use, and this is definitely better than a sole proprietorship. So if you guys are still using a sole proprietorship, I definitely recommend you guys go with the LLC to protect your assets and have a lot more protection. And this will help you guys out and be looking more professional when it comes to banking and stuff as well. Next is the S Corp. What is the S Corp? So S Corporation is an IRS designation for corporations that pass their income, losses, deductions, and credits through to shareholders and thus avoid double taxation on corporate income. What our S Corps are also known as are pass-through entities, which helps a lot out when it comes to taxes and saving a lot on taxes. I would definitely, in my opinion, say that S Corp is better when it comes to LLCs, but it all depends on what you guys want to use it for. This is not financial advice. Definitely contact your accountant and see what's the best for your specific situation. That's just my opinion. Next C Corp, which in my opinion is probably the godfather of all corps, because a C Corp has the ability to go public, which means that you guys could have shareholders and raise more capital to make more investments. So if you guys have a LLC, for the more advanced people, if you guys have a LLC or S Corp, if you guys would want to have an IPO and go public, you guys would have to transform that S Corp or LLC into a C Corp before you guys can go public and raise funds. So a C Corp is a business structure in which owners or shareholders are taxed separately from the entity. So when it comes to taxes, this is how it will work for the C Corp. So what are the benefits and why should you have more than one corporation or LLC, just like Drizzy Drake has? And this is why he has that, and why a lot of millionaires, multimillionaires, and billionaires have multiple LLCs and corporations. So one of the reasons is to be more organized and not commingling your funds. So if you guys currently have business stuff going through your personal checking account, this is definitely would be a reason why you guys would want to open up a corporation or LLC. That way you guys could separate your personal expenses from your business expenses, and that will help you guys out a lot more when it comes to taxes and writing off certain taxes and saving money on taxes when it comes to business expenses versus personal expenses. Second reason is each entity serves its own purpose and has its own strengths and weaknesses. So when it comes to funding as well and raising capital, this will play a huge role, which is what I'm going to go to later in the video. Third is you can do business in different states. If you guys have a corporation or LLC, you guys could leverage a registered agent and get funding in that state, even if you guys don't have a brick and mortar set up in that state. So what are the benefits of having an LLC or corporation? It looks more professional. You guys save on taxes, legal protection, and you guys could secure more funding, which is my favorite and which is what we go over a lot on this channel. So if you guys want to learn more about credit, business credit, personal credit funding, definitely recommend you guys check out my other videos as well if this is your first time watching my videos. So what kind of funding could you get with an LLC or corporation? So there's four famous ones here that a lot of people know of, and there's a lot more that I recommend you guys do your research on, but I'm going to keep this video very basic. One of the first ones is a merchant cash advance. This is usually something you guys could get funded with in the same day, or this is like the fastest form of funding you could get with a big amount. The only thing with this form of funding is that you guys will be paying the most on interest. So I usually don't recommend this. I usually don't recommend this to my clients. I usually don't recommend this to you guys if you're watching this, unless you guys are in a tight situation and you guys need funds ASAP and you guys don't have good credit at the moment. So this is usually when you guys want to use an MCA, merchant cash advance. If you're in a dire situation and you need money ASAP, MCA definitely has its place. So just keep that in mind with MCAs. Second is SBA loans. SBA loans are funded by the government, and usually banks have programs as well where they give out SBAs, but just keep in mind usually SBA loans are backed by the government, and in a worst case scenario, if you guys can't pay it back, usually the government will back it. When it comes to SBA loans, they're also a lot harder to get approved for. You guys have to have all your documents in place, your personal tax returns, business tax returns, depending on the SBA, right? There's different kind of SBAs. I recommend you guys do research on that as well if this is something you're interested in. Just keep in mind, SBA loans are usually not no doc. They usually consider a lot of docs, and it's a lot harder to get a SBA loan approved. Third is a business line of credit. Usually to get approved for a business line of credit, you guys have to have a corporation that's at least 2 years or older. If you guys don't have that, I recommend leveraging a shelf corp. If you guys need help with getting a shelf corp or an H corp, you guys can reach out to me on Instagram or just comment down below in the video or just email me. We help our clients out with shelf corps as well. A shelf corp is basically a H corp. Is a H corp that you guys could use. When I say H corp, that basically means it has age on it, and you guys usually want it to be 2 years or older. This will help you guys get approved for business lines of credit, because usually banks want to see that your corporation has been in business 2 years or more, because statistically most businesses don't make it over the second year mark. So if you guys did make it over the second year mark, that's when the bank would consider giving you a business line of credit. And business lines of credit are definitely one of my favorite, right after 0% business credit cards, which is what I'm going to go into next. Business lines of credit are usually never 0%. I've never seen one. Maybe there is one, but it's not something I'm aware of. Business lines of credit usually have APR on it. It will be whatever the subprime current interest rate is that's given by the Fed, which is, I think, don't quote me on this, anywhere from 7 to 8%. And then the bank will add on their own as well. So business line of credit is definitely has its place as well. And is very, very useful. Probably even better than 0% business credit cards, depending on your situation. The only thing is they do charge interest, and it's usually good if you're a seasoned business owner and you've been in the game and you guys have a successful business and you guys know how to leverage this money to get a good ROI, and you guys need liquidity, right? Business lines of credit is you could walk in the bank, take the money out, pay it down, it replenishes similar to a credit card, but it's already liquid money in your account. All right, so that's a business line of credit. And then last but not least, my favorite ones, the 0% business credit cards, which could be 0% anywhere from 12 to 18 months. There's also some for 6 months, depending on the bank you go with. And you guys could basically get this from different banks and raise up to $250K of 0% funding, which is what we help our clients do, what we help our students do in the academy, and basically what I show you guys on the channel as well. And this is my favorite option and something I definitely recommend you do. When it comes to getting funding, if you're just starting out, if you're a startup, this is what you could get no docs with. You could raise up to $250K of 0% funding. What we show our clients how to do is the multiple corporation strategy. And yeah, in my opinion, this is the best, especially if you're starting out. 0% business credit cards, I definitely recommend you guys do that. And especially if you're a startup, this is the best way to get started. And this is what changed my life and helped me get started and helped me do what I do now, is what make money online, travel the world. It was all thanks to 0% cards and the financial literacy I had learning about 0% funding. This is also a quote I wanted to share with you guys. Gold is money, everything else is credit. This is directly from JP Morgan, the founder of Chase. This is also a quote that changed my life. And this and me reading Robert Kiyosaki's book, Rich Dad Poor Dad, and the Cash Flow Quadrant, which basically go over OPM. If you guys don't know what OPM is, it's other people's money. You want to leverage other people's money, which is the bank's money, and use that to make investments into real estate, passive income, businesses, whatever you guys want to do. And that would basically be your shortcut and one of the leverages you guys could use in life to get ahead. There's 4 leverages. If you guys haven't read Naval Ravikant's book, I recommend you guys read it. He goes over the 4 most important leverages you guys could use, and one of them is capital. So you guys definitely want to figure out how to leverage capital as much as you could to fund your investment ideas and businesses. All right, guys, I hope that was a helpful video, and I hope you guys got a bunch of takeaways on how you could do something similar to Drizzy Drake and leverage LLCs and corporations in your favor and get funding. If you guys still haven't, I recommend you guys subscribe. If you guys still haven't joined the school community, join it down below, and I'll see you guys here on the next video.